All right, let's talk about Liverpool. As we know, Liverpool will be playing against Aston Villa, and they'll be playing at home against Aston Villa. And for Liverpool or an onslaught, they have to win this game. This is a must-win game, for Liverpool. This is a must-win game. He has to win this game, an onslaught. He has to win this game because some of the Liverpool fans are, should I say, fed up already in terms of the result, how Liverpool are playing, losing straight 4 games, I think, in the league. It's really, really embarrassing for a club like Liverpool, knowing that they are the champions. They won the league last season, and considering how much they spent in the summer, with the kind of players that they signed, Liverpool shouldn't be struggling like this, and the kind of players that they have already, Liverpool shouldn't be struggling like this. So there are some couple of fans, the Liverpool fans, that want the coach to be sacked already, which is understanding. Not be able to play well, and then you're losing so many games like this. Obviously, some of the fans are not happy with the coach. They feel like he's the reason why Liverpool are struggling like this. Why some are feeling like this is the game. This game against Villa is the game that they are giving the coach to turn things around, in terms of he has to win this game, and probably if Liverpool can win this game, their season could start in terms of their form, playing well, winning games, could start from there. Now, mind you, after this game, their next game will be, I think, against Real Madrid in the Champions League. So if they want to win Real Madrid, I feel like this game, they have to win this game to give them that feeling of winning and to give them that momentum, going into that game against Real Madrid. But yeah, for the coach, many of the Liverpool fans are giving him this game to turn things around. If they lose this game or they do not win this game, I think many of the Liverpool fans would really jump on an slot, wanting him gone. Some already are saying he should be sacked, but there are some that are still giving him chance, some chance, feeling like they are believing like he can turn things around. We shouldn't forget this is the same coach that won the league for Liverpool just last season. And this same coach, last season when Liverpool were performing well, doing well, knowing that they did not really sign any notable signing last season, they only signed one player last season. The player that they signed last season, Chiesa wasn't even playing games. So many of the Liverpool fans are feeling like they did not even sign any player, and he's performing like that with this team. Now, many of them at that time were saying they feel like he's a better coach than Jurgen Klopp because of how he was performing with that group of players that Klopp left for him. They were saying he didn't even sign any player and he's performing like this. So many of them were feeling like they were even saying they feel like he has done better than Klopp, But now this season, he signed his own signing, he made his own signings, and he's struggling. Now for me, I feel like there are a couple of players that left Liverpool. That is why he is struggling. There's 2 players that I think, if maybe those 2 players were to be, available, if maybe they are still at Liverpool, I don't think Liverpool will be struggling like this. Trent, for me, is was really, really important for Liverpool in terms of creativity. I feel like he was the one that is creating so many chances, for the attacking players, especially Mo Salah. As you see, Mo Salah is struggling this season. I feel like Trent not being at the club now or being at the team now is really showing that he was very, very important for Liverpool. He was very, very important in how Salah plays. So I feel like they are missing Trent. Another player that I feel like they are missing is Diaz. Diaz that went to Bayern Munich. So I feel like they are really missing Diaz as well. Yes, he might not be that attacking player or winger that scores a lot of goals or gives a lot of assists, but how he open up plays in terms of how he dribble, he's a very good dribbler. He's aggressive in terms of how he dribble. So I feel like they are missing him as well, and he did very well for Liverpool last season. He did very, very well for Liverpool last season. These are the 2 players that I think Liverpool are missing. If these 2 players was to be still in Liverpool, for me, I feel like they might not be struggling the way they are struggling. Obviously, we know that the signings, many of the signings that they make this season hasn't really started their season very well. Like Florian Wirtz, he has been so poor this season in terms of chances creation. He hasn't really created much for the team. He hasn't scored any goal this season in the league. I'm not sure if he has given an assist, but for goals, I know he hasn't scored any goal this season. Isak as well, the games that he has played, he has been struggling as well. He hasn't really performed. Isak, we know how good he is. He has been in this league, when he was at Newcastle, doing very well for Newcastle. But coming to Liverpool is different from Newcastle in terms of the pressure, But yeah, this players, especially these two players, are the ones that I feel like are not given enough in terms of how much they spend on them. Obviously, they signed the left back Kekes from Bournemouth, and I feel like he has been poor, really really poor. This is the player that some people are saying is the best left back in the league last season. Forgetting that playing for Bournemouth, comparing to playing for Liverpool, is different because when you're playing for Bournemouth, if you don't play well, there's nobody will criticize you because you're playing for Bournemouth. There's no pressure there. But if you're playing for a club like Liverpool, all eyes on you. So if you're not playing well, everyone is seeing it that you're not playing well, and that is what is happening with Kekes now. Many people, like I said, we are saying he's the best left back in the league. Obviously, in the team of the season last season, they put him as the left back there, which for me it was really surprising to me. I think Baku Korela for me was better than him last season in terms of goals, defending, assists, things like that. So yeah, so it's been interesting to see how Liverpool will perform against Aston Villa. They're playing against a good team. Aston Villa as well, they are a good team. Yes, they did not start the season well, but I feel like in their past games, they have been very good. I think they have won their last 2 or 3 games in the league this season. So, yeah, Aston Villa themselves have picked some kind of form. So, it'll be interesting to see how this game will go. Like I said, it's the must-win game for Liverpool. It's the must-win game for an onslaught. They have to win this game. But for the league, I don't think Liverpool will win the league this season. I don't think they will win the league, because they are not playing well. And probably if they win this game, some of the Liverpool fans might say, okay, yes, their season will peak, but still, I don't think the season will peak. So your thoughts, your opinion on this one, you let me know.